What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. So, today I want to talk about what can we learn from the bad boys, those toxic men that seem to have more success with getting the women. Because it's like when you are like the good guy or the less experienced guy, seems to have a hard time. And when you try, it's like you never get nowhere. So today I just want to talk about what can we really learn from those toxic guys, those bad boys. Because most of the time they are doing something right and it's probably too far left. But you have to admit, like if they're getting to the stages, before you are, it's the inexperienced guy or the good guy, then they might be doing something right, right? So let's talk about some things that the bad boys and the toxic guys are doing. So number one, I'm going to say indifference. Toxic guys, bad boys, they are more indifferent to women. They're more indifferent. They have a careless attitude or take it or leave it attitude. They don't care about if the woman is interested in them or not. They don't care if the girl wants to meet up with them or not. Like if they set a date with a chick or whatever and she flakes on them, he just goes about his business. If she texts him, he don't just text her back real quick. He takes forever to respond. Or he take all day to respond. Why? Because he most likely has options. Most likely is a narcissist as well. But the indifference is what keeps her interested. It's what gets her attention. Us good guys, us less experienced guys with women, we become indifferent, but it comes with bad experience. Usually we have to learn that we can't really control her actions when we are around her. Maybe we got our heart broke, and then after those heartbreaking experiences, breaking up with a girl or getting rejected or something like that, then we start to come indifferent. Then we are less sensitive. It takes a lot of experience for good guys to finally wake up. I became indifferent, or I would say how I started to care less about if a girl is interested in me or not. It's when I noticed that it's women in different locations. You go through high school, you go through your different grades, you might go through college, and what you're going to learn is that it's girls everywhere. So when I found myself every year seeing some girl that they replaced the old girl, not like I'm a player or nothing, but you'll see a cute girl and then maybe you don't get her, maybe you do, or you fumble that experience, you have the opportunity to try again with another girl, or another girl just grabs your interest. So the good thing about that is that you get a chance to learn how to interact with women. So if you see a girl like your first year in college or something, or in another class, you shoot your shot or whatever, you fumble, you don't get the first base. So you basically learn what you did wrong. So it's all like it's all lessons. So by the time you see another girl, maybe at your job, your fourth year in college or something like that, you have the opportunity to actually start getting to basics and just learning and just getting better with women. So once you learn that it's options, that it's other girls around, and you don't have to get one-nighters and get stuck on one chick and just chasing just one chick around, then you can increase your level of indifference. Just understanding that it's just not your time, it's not your turn or whatever. Then you understand that, okay, I can move on. I can move on because I'm gonna get better with time. I'm gonna get smoother with my game. I'm gonna get more comfortable with women. I'm gonna learn to get to the next base with women. So I can be a little different. If she's not into me, I can just keep it moving. So that's something that us good guys need to learn earlier on. So we shouldn't learn it after we get our heartbreak, because it was gonna be what it was gonna be in the first place. It is what it is. Those toxic guys, those bad boys, right? They take away that drug of attention from women. And sometimes as a good guy, we also have to learn that women use us for attention. They don't always intend to go nowhere with the attention. It was just something to make her feel attractive or make her feel pretty. So we could learn that don't give some girls attention in the first place. Just keep it moving, because it's just a game to get you distracted. As well, we have to learn that, like I said, you can't control what she does, right? You can't just be so heavy in the interaction, giving her this boyfriend energy, because it's too much in the beginning. So learn to take things light. Remember, girls like to have fun. So just have fun in those experiences and don't just be coming at her with all these heavy energy all in your feelings because it's going to make her run from you. Learn to take things just on the first layer, just a nice little conversation and just see how it goes from there because you still have to figure out this girl's personality. You still have to figure out is she even for you or not. So to avoid heartbreak and you're getting your feelings hurt, keep your heart off your sleeve. Number 2, what we can learn from those toxic bad boys that seem to get the women. Or just, not even just the toxic bad boys, but just guys that have better interactions with women that seem to get somewhere with women. They practice the soft guy era. They practice the soft guy era. Or I would say it's a little soft guy in those guys. Basically what I'm saying is that those guys understand that they are valuable too. They understand that things need to go their way as well. They're probably a little self-indulgent. They understand that, they have to be taken care of too. They also may be a little narcissistic, but what you can learn is that you don't always have to take the back seat for this woman to always feel good. It's okay for her to spend a little money on you. It's okay for her to drive. It's okay for her to, take care of things as well. And especially dealing with the modern women, a lot of modern women, they expect to take and take and take, and they don't really think about giving. They are not really taught to also reciprocate what the man is giving. So a lot of times, we can get sucked up into these relationships feeling that we always have to do everything. What happens is that we feel like we're doing a good deed, but you also have to understand that women, they don't just credit everything that you do because the first time you say no, then it's like you never did nothing good for her in the first place. And it's like you always starting over. So turn the tables a little bit, have her spend a little money on you. Really, it's just balancing things out. You are a man and you are valuable as well. Another thing about those toxic guys, those bad boys, they quickly recognize when things are not going their way. They enter into the situation trying to get something out of the situation. And you don't necessarily have to take that role like you're trying to take advantage, but you do have to think about yourself. You have to think about, what's in it for me? What you bringing to the table? Famous question. What you bringing to the table? It's not a good deed if you're not getting nothing. You're just getting taken advantage of. Number 3, last point I'm going to say is that those bad boys, those toxic guys, they love to be in control. They do everything in their power to make sure that they don't get the short end of the stick. They're always trying to run everything. They want to be the leader of the team. They want to be the leader of the group. They want everything to go their way. They want to tell people what to do. A lot of times when we get into relationships as women, we care so much about our feelings that we take a back seat. We kind of equalize the relationship where next thing you know, she bossing us around and everything. Those toxic guys are not going to allow that. They want to be winning. They want to be seen as the dominant. They care about how they're seen in public. They want to look like everything is going their way. It's just a part of your masculinity because in general, men are supposed to be the leaders anyway. We're supposed to be dominant anyway. So those guys that be like happy wife, happy life and stuff like that, when I hear that, I know it's a problem. Because you got to remember, women are naturally selfish. Most of the time when a woman is happy, she's not really thinking about, is everybody else happy? A lot of female leaders, they are looking out for themselves. Women are the weaker sex. They can't be physically dominant like a man. Like if I say something or a man say something, we can fight it out and we can get the job done. A woman can't do that. So she has to manipulate. She has to make things go her way. So think about that with a woman being in a leadership position. She can't fight and go to war with people like that. So she got to manipulate and get her way. And that's not going to help the other people around. So when you hear people saying happy wife, happy life, no, it's about the man being happy because most of the time a man is looking out for everybody else. He's thinking all the way down the road so that everybody else can win in general. I know not all men, but in general, the average man is always looking out for everybody else so that everybody else can win. He's planning, he's delegating tasks. The average female is not doing that. So you can't just give up your control to women because if you just let her run everything, she's going to tear it down because she is naturally selfish. That goes for living with women, everything in her name. She can kick you out whenever she wants. Don't put yourself in weak positions. You can learn something from those bad boys. Don't put yourself in weak positions where you can be easily taken advantage of and you can lose all your power, lose all your strength. Don't be emasculated. hold on to your masculine energy. Bad boys, toxic guys, they like to be dominant. You know, they like to yell. They say what they feel. They're honest. That way you avoid her SHIT test just by telling the truth. So you'll quickly kill it and pass the test. And don't just tell her what she wants to hear, because she already knows the truth. She know what you really thinking. She know she don't look good in that dress. Okay? So hit me up in the comment section, quick video, what we can learn about those toxic guys and why they win. Being indifferent, staying in control, soft guy era. Hit me up in the comment section, tell me what you think about the video. Peace.